Alright guys, sorry I have been away. See this big empty spot here? That's where the VMAX goes. However, the VMAX is being repaired. I've been away because I've been down for about 2 months with 13 broken bones. Had 5 fractures in my foot. I see here punctured lung, 6 broken ribs, broken collarbone, broken shoulder blade. It's been a real mess. Needless to say, the bike appraised from the insurance company at $8,000, which isn't bad considering I paid $11,000 for it back in '07. So it's being fully repaired right now. I ended up doing a combination of a high side and a low side. It's coming down a street, guy in a pickup truck rounds the corner. It was blind. I looked up, he was in my lane, and I got a little aggressive on the front brake, which flipped me off the bike. I went sliding, the bike went sliding, and the bike ended up sliding the rubber tire into the side of his Dorazol. So, but I ended up being quite the mess. Anyway, so I'll keep you updated when I get the VMAX back. Like I said, they're replacing. It's mainly cosmetic. The only thing I guess you could say that was structural was the handlebars, and they're actually putting new ones on. So, anyway, when I get it back, I'll show some before and after pictures. But for today, since I'm starting to regain the use of my right arm, even though it's really, really weak from the atrophy, I'm going to go ahead and put on these little guys here for underneath the bags. I just had some abrasions on my brand new bags. I just touched them up, and I'm going to put these little bars on, which kind of look like this. So I'll figure out how to do that and get those on there. Eventually there'll be new mirrors, and nothing big. I've got some nicer looking mirrors, and even a brake pedal cover, and that's going to go on there. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and put on the little trim that goes around the bottom of the saddlebag. So that's what we'll be doing. Again, sorry I've been away. I've tried to answer any questions you guys have left me on my channel, but I haven't been able to do anything. My right foot was completely shot with the 5 breaks, and then of course a collarbone. You can't move your shoulder, your arm, and none of that stuff. So anyway, that's where I've been, guys. Just excuse me for being away. So let's go ahead and get this started, and I can show you how it came out. So this is a good before right there with that bag with no bars on it. Okay, these aren't labeled, but the bevel to fit the shape of the bag kind of goes outward. And what I need to do is take these 2 bolts out of here. Now they did give me longer ones, but these were too long as it is. And this bracket is only, I don't know, man, about 1/8 the most. So if anything, that's going to go ahead and eat up some of that slop in the bolts right there. But it basically fits like this. And that'll go around this bar here, and there's a little spacer to keep that from being pinched. And then I can put the bag back in. So let's have a look. We'll go ahead and get those out. Those are 12 millimeter. And then we'll get the back all set up, and we'll get a bag in there. These are some caps that I've had. I've mentioned on plenty of other videos. You can buy them for $30 to $40, a big pack of these in different sizes, or you can do what I do and go to AliExpress and get them for 99 cents for the same pack. So I was wrong. These longer bolts here are not to replace the stock bolts. This is the bolt that will go in the back for that bracket with a little spacer in between to keep it from crushing the bracket. Of course, guys, like always, I'll be using Loctite, medium strength, because I don't intend to be taking this off in the future anytime soon. So that's on there. Again, we use some Loctite here. This one here, the nut is actually a nylon, so it's not going to come loose. All I need to do now is dress up the heads of these bolts to make them look nicer. And I like that a lot better already. A little bit of chrome, not too much. Anyway, there is the bolt covers. You have to put those on? Of course not. I just like the way they look. So let's go ahead and get the bag on, and then we'll do a before and after. Yeah, that's all attached. In the previous video, I talked about replacing the bolts with these knobs. Extremely inexpensive, and it's kind of what Indian Harley does, so you don't need tools to take the bags off, especially if you're on the side of the road. And I also add the liners, which makes it easy. Holds everything, keeps the vibration down, and of course I can just grab these and pull them right out of here. So let's go ahead and close this, and we'll see how that looks. First we got the stock bag. Again, that looks good. I just wanted the extra protection, not really going nuts on the chrome on this like I did my VTX. But I really wanted some protection. And they're extremely discreet. They're not real huge or none of that stuff. You see, it actually looks pretty nice. So let's go ahead and get the other side done, and then we can call this little project finished. And the right side of the bike is pretty much the same thing. So I'm not going to film the whole thing. I'll just kind of do a before and after. Again, I got to take the little decorative chrome covers off, take those bolts out, and then we'll install the little trim. And it's a genuine Kawasaki part. It's actually made for this bike. It wasn't cheap, but there again, the quality is pretty high on it. So overall, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, that's the right side with all the decorative covers on. Unfortunately, when you take these two bolts out here, this moves a little bit, so I had to get in there with a punch and actually push this forward while I put the other bolt in, and it was fine. Anyway, again, Loctite there. Back here has a nylon nut, and that's the rail. Let's go ahead and get the bag on. So this is the right side of the bike. I really do like those rails. And again, since you can see the bolts down there, that's why I like to put those dress-up caps on them. Let's take a look at it from the rear. It has a little bit more of a pizzazz to the back end too. I really like it. They're not for everybody, but I definitely like it. Not the fact that, oh my god, it's a lot of chrome, but I like the fact it gives me some protection. Okay, since I'm still trying to heal, that took a lot longer than it should have. If you guys do this, it should take you, I don't know, 15 minutes to do the whole thing. So, again, that's about it. I like the extra protection there. That way, if for some reason I do bump up against something, it's going to hit the bars and not the bag. Like I said, they're not cheap. I will put a link in there where you can order them from. And again, it is a genuine Kawasaki part. They're not cheap, but there again, you do get what you pay for. And again, guys, I can't apologize enough about not being able to make any videos in the last few weeks due to my accident. So anyway, I'll give a little bit and then I'll start doing a couple more videos on this. Old Faithful there just never breaks down, so not a whole lot to do on the FJ right now, guys. Sorry about that. But I do have something coming in that I'll probably make a video of. Again, these things are indestructible and I keep mine in mint condition. And for those of you guys that have a VMAX, which is missing in this big empty spot, if you take care of them, they do hold the value pretty well because they're pretty much in demand right now, and that's the Generation 1. So anyway, I will go ahead and get this on YouTube. So you know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future content. Guys, again, I apologize about the wait, and I'll go ahead and get this on YouTube. Happy holidays.